just sit there for too long. What you need to know is how to pull that information out. If you want to know how to pull that information out, great technique that was introduced to me by another lucid dreamer, David Wilcock. He said, pull the information out by nouns, verbs, and adjectives in alphabetical order. He prefers, or numerical order, or alphabetical order, depending on the symbol. And you can do that. I tend to just kind of break it down to nouns, verbs, and adjectives if I have to, and just loop that information that you have a good, solid grasp of, and pull that out and then write it down. The rest of it might come to you either immediately after you write it down, or maybe just during the day, because there's something that's kind of there that will trigger this subconscious reaction. Like, oh yeah, I did remember dreaming about that. Cruising the convertible, something like that. Just for example. So yeah, it's not all about not moving. Okay, it's about kind of being the dream, so to speak. So you can't do that while just laying in bed all the time, unless you're just dreaming about laying in bed all the time, which is cool, I guess, if you want to do that. No judgment here. Oh yeah, and then another one is doors and windows. Okay, doors and windows. The symbol behind those are portals, or doorways, choices. Choices. So, yes, a lot of times it will change. But at the same time, that's not always true. Just like the watch thing. It depends on the context. If the context is stable, doors are stable. Portals stable. Association stable. If you're always believing doors are changing around, that means you're always kind of swimming around in choices. And you're going places you have no idea where they're going. So, they do stay the same and they don't. It all really kind of depends on the context of the dream itself. And you have a, good saying that, I would say. That sounds kind of funny. Either way, you get my point. Okay. Those were the myths that I kind of been seeing, perpetuate a little bit, and I kind of wanted to just say my piece on those. And they all kind of apply to this whole reality check thing, because like I said, if you limit yourself with some of these limiting beliefs, essentially, that they always don't work. You can't see symbols. You're limiting yourself to that then, because it does happen. So just keep your mind open to that. It's all about the perception of unusual or anomalous activities. Holy crap! Did that just happen? Yes, did. Okay, just be like, yeah, because the trickster, which is you, is saying no. Go back to sleep. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm tired. That's right, I'm supposed to be asleep. But wait a minute, no, I'm not. Reality check. What just happened? Gets me to my next point. How do we do that? How do we perceive something anomalous? Well, what just happened? Did I just kind of convince myself to go back to sleep, but I'm not asleep and still watching some weird guy turn into a goat and then turn into a guy and then turn back into the goat? Because if that's what's happening, then I know I'm dreaming. Because I generally don't see that. That would be a little unusual to me. I don't tend to see people, shapeshift in front of me. So, I would think that's usually, oh, hey, I'm dreaming. Off I go. Do whatever I want. If that's what I want to do. So, and then too, I guess usually a lot of times before what just happened comes up, even in day-to-day life, is am I dreaming when something weird happens? It's like, whoa, was that just a dream? Or, stuff like that. Ask yourself that. Even when nothing's happening, ask yourself both. Am I dreaming? And what just happened? Well, I don't believe I'm dreaming right now, because A, I can't manifest a watch on myself to make it do little fireworks and stuff like that. But could probably dreaming. And B, what just happened? Well, I just illustrated that point to you while talking to a camera. So, if I had any difficulty recalling that, or if things started changing and this and that, might be an indication that I'm dreaming. Might give me a chance to give myself that reality check, ergo, wake myself up. So, and it's about belief loops, really. You gotta kind of catch it, wake yourself up, give yourself the reality check. If you don't recognize the option, how can you take the option? So, and that's why leads me to my next point. One that everyone just totally forgets, it seems, or at least, or they put in this other section. But, the best way to give yourself a reality check and wake yourself up in a dream is one that you've already imagined before the dream has happened. This is also another lucid dreaming technique. Recording your dream or imagining your dream as it's happening, or as it in the present tense, as if it's happening now. I am flying. I am looking at the Great Pyramids. I am going to the moon. Stuff like that. Those are the easiest ones to walk into, because all of a sudden you feel this weird flip of consciousness and you're like, why am I seeing the moon for? Oh yeah, that's right, I said I wanted to dream about it. Oh wait, hey, I'm dreaming! Woo! Off I go. There you go. The imagination. Same thing in real life. I just imagined a goat guy turning into a goat. It's like, hey, goat boy, get a goat, you want? I just imagined him coming up and taking tin can from me because goats lead anything. Did it happen? No. Okay. Probably not dreaming then. Nothing unusual happened. So, imagination, which gives rise to even more perception, more awareness, all other cool creative stuff. So, awareness. Awareness. Are you dreaming?